Okay, again I have the Western theme going. Now I told y'all I was going to talk a little bit before I shot this next video, so indulge me a little bit, will you? Now what do I have to talk about that I haven't talked about before? Well, what am I looking for in a man? Now, this is what I want in my next man, but again, I'm not looking right now. I'm playing it safe because I don't believe there's a man. Here's a challenge for you. I don't believe there's an honest, sincere, trustworthy, loyal, good looking, and let's say thinks but with the heart and not anywhere else, gentlemen out there alive at this point. I think they all just think with one thing, and it ain't what we all want them to think with, because if it was, half of us women would be married. Just saying. And that's including yourself. So, what I'm going to do right now is send a song out to all those players out there. These boots are made for walking. You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been messing where you shouldn't have been messing, and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Yeah! You keep lying when you ought to be tripping, and you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be changing. Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. And one of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Well, I just found me a brand new box of matches. Yeah, and what you don't know, you ain't had time to learn. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. And one of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, boots? Start walking! Okay, I couldn't resist the little dancing. I hope you forgive me. But again, to me, there's so many guys out there that think they're the good guy, but yet underneath all the layers of exteriors, they're just players. And, you know, if there's one thing I can express to y'all out there, communication is the key. I mean, people in this world, they're cruel. I'll be honest with you. And you know, another thing, you may think you know someone, but you don't really know them unless you talk to them. And honestly, it's easy to draw prejudged notions on people when you don't even know them. So, with that being said, I would say I'm taking the time out for myself because right now I don't see a man out there that would, I had this dream. I'm just going to go there. And this dream was a two-parted dream. And it was really weird. And with my 37th birthday coming up, trust me, I listen to these dreams. Well, it started out with me being I met Luke Bryan, which was really cool because it was my birthday. And Luke, if you want to do this, come to my door. Again, I'm going to be 37 on August the 3rd. If you have nothing to do, show up at the front door. I love you. Anyway, he showed up at the front door, and we attended what it looked like a party, which was really weird because all of my friends actually didn't have an excuse. They showed up. Anyway, back to where I'm getting at this. He took me to what I thought was a party, but it really wasn't a party because it was a funeral. But I looked good. I did. I looked good. And all my friends, were speaking nice speeches and everything because I think it's because of this 37 thing that I thought about Marilyn Monroe and how she died at age 37, which got me thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to die at age 37. I know, stupid, right? Just go with me on this. So anyway, after that, but I did thank him for showing up, and he said, well, I'm not here to thank you on your weight loss. I'm here to tell you about what's going to happen if you didn't exist. And then he showed me what life would have been like if my mom would have had a boy. It was totally weird. But he ended up dying at age 37, and his name was Donald Wayne. Go figure. But then he says, now you get to meet another country star, which I got to meet Lee Brice. Whew, be still my heart. That man is a heartthrob. And anyway, Lee Brice, it was so cool. His song, I Don't Dance, came on, and we went to a church, and we attended a wedding. And he goes, I want to show what happens when you let yourself not be in control all the time. Y'all tell me I'm a control freak. Frankly, I don't see it. But I guess, according to some, I am. Anyway, the wedding was beautiful, and the guy was a honk. But I couldn't really see his face that well. But I could see that he was tall, and had dark hair, and he was broad-shouldered, really good looking. And like I said, I couldn't see the face, but I'm sure that the face would probably match the rest of the body. And it was a beautiful wedding. But then afterwards, it was really cool because it was like another year or so after the wedding, we were in the delivery room, and I have PCOS. So if you all don't know what that is, I urge you to look that up. Anyway, I was giving birth, and he was feeding me ice chips and doing the whole head thing, and he's like, this is what happens when you don't give up. So it's not that I've given up on the idea of being a wife and a mom. I mean, I'm sure it's still out there for me at some point, and I'm praying that it is. I'm hoping it's in God's plan. I'm just saying at this time, I'm not actively pursuing it. And the reason being is, yes, my self-confidence and my bravado, my ego isn't as big as y'all see on here. And those who know me really know that I don't chase after a man. Know that if I'm interested in a guy, I'm probably I don't know. I'm not one of these women that come on to men, because I just don't see myself as a ravishing beauty. But I like to get to the time to get to know the guy and just go from there. But I tell you, at this current time, I'm too hurt to even think about moving on. I mean, if you honestly watch any of my other videos, I promise you, I am not at the point where I would be good in a relationship. I know that now. And I'm going to go back to focusing more on me. And that means back to my workouts, not seeing you guys so much. And I go see the doctor August the 8th. And I'm praying that I'm still on the right path. And I'm praying that I'm not going to have to go back on my high blood pressure medicine. But most of all, I pray that someday my dreams do come true. Just like all of you watching, I pray that your dreams do come true. Why? the best is yet to come.